doing it on the iPad sucks. Can I change the layout? This thing looks like crap. It shows me it one way over here, and then when I'm looking on the thing, it looks like crap. So I'm gonna end it and start over. Hi guys, I'm trying to figure out how to properly stream on my iPad using Streamlabs, and it's horrible. Streamlabs on the iPad is horrible. It really looks like crap. It looks like crap. Like I'm about to just like not do it at all. I'm getting to a point where I'm just not going to use it on the iPad at all. No, what did no, we're not doing that. We're not doing all this nonsense. Alright guys, so today I got up around 8:30. I went to bed at 6, so I only had 2.5 hours sleep. Speech. Where's my history? Okay, I need to take a breather. When things aren't working my way, it is just, let's just take a woosah for a second, just woosah this moment right now. Alright. This is not my speech bot. Where is my speech bot? It's called speech something. Where's my history? How do we go to history? New window, history. Let's go to history. Recently closed. Four tabs. Okay. History. 9 tabs. This is not what I meant to do. I am trying to find my, because I accidentally closed out my stream the other day, and I'm trying to find it.
What's up?
Hi, how are you? My darling, how are you?
Good. I had just got back from I look fucked up right now, so I can't really get on.
Oh, stop your nonsense.
But
Hi,
I had
team. Thank you for joining
exercise
back
earlier,
today.
and I went to go get some stuff situated. So now I'm back home. I was gonna call you later on, but
yeah, the last 2 days when you called me, I was like, I was in bed sleeping, so I was not getting up.
what?
Wow, I really can't find the speech bot. Hold on. I need
You said what now?
my speech bot. I forgot what it's called. Speech chat or speech bot.
I was saying, what was you saying just a second ago?
Well, yeah, the other 2 days that you called me, when you called me like the 2 consecutive nights, I was in bed sleeping and I was not getting up. I was not getting up. I was just like, no, not.
Oh no, you good.
So I don't know if I should discuss this on the stream or not, but just give me a second, darling. I need to find this speech bot, and the only I forgot what it's called, so I gotta go to my. I just closed out my Streamlabs on my computer. To make, I streamed on the iPad, on Twitch and YouTube and everything, so that I can have memory on my computer, so I can design today. Because I'm going to redesign my flyers for my dog walking and for my babysitting. I'm redesigning them today because I made Cash App accounts for them, and I'm going to be making like PayPal accounts for them, Venmo accounts for them. That way, my clients can pay me, through these platforms for my services. So now I have to redesign these flyers to have the email, or a number for them to reach me. I also made another number. So now I'm going to change the number on the flyer. So I've got to redesign these flyers entirely. And the crazy part is, I've already made like 3,000 flyers. So really, It's 6,000 flyers because I cut them in half. So I designed the page. It was an 8x11. I designed this page to have a flyer on each, half and half on the page. So instead of doing a whole 8x11 page, I broke it up into 4 sections. So each flyer has two flyers for the doggy business, 2 flyers for the babysitting business, and now I've got to redesign this thing. So I have all these flyers. I have about 6,000 flyers that are not going to have the new information, but I'm not getting rid of them. Like, I refuse to. Look at all the ink and everything that I use and all the paper that I use. Like, this costs me money, to invest in. So, today I'm going to do that. But then at 1 o'clock, I have court, so I'm probably going to end stream around 12 o'clock to prepare mentally for that.
It's at 12?
Yeah. Well, 1 o'clock I have court, but I'm going to get there early. Well, it's supposed to be Zoom court, but I'm going to give myself, I'm going to end stream at 12 and physically appear there if they don't give me a link, because I'm waiting for the link. So now I'm trying to get onto my
You look well dressed and ready.
Oh no, I just threw this on. This morning I had a client call, right? And people just...
Oh man, don't just say you threw that on. I know.
No, I absolutely did.
I know you had to have been... Never mind.
I don't bullshit, okay? I wore this dress yesterday after I left the gym. I wore this dress yesterday. I went to the gym. I went and I chilled in the sauna. I took a shower. Did my whole body routine where I do my body butters and everything like that. I fell asleep at 6 o'clock this morning, okay? Because all I could do was just think of ideas. So I spent last night jotting down ideas on my reminders list, and then passed out at 6 o'clock in the morning to have a client call me at 8:30 in the morning. Now, to be fair, I let this client know yesterday if he wanted to have a private video chat, we could do it today at 8:30 in the morning. I did tell him that yesterday, but he did not confirm. So if I would have known that he was going to call me at 8:30 in the morning for us to have a video chat today one-on-one, then I would have prepared for that. I wasn't prepared. He's calling me at 8:30 in the morning, and I'm like, I basically said, listen, the routine for this is you give me advance notice and I prepare for you. You're calling me when I'm sleeping. I'm not prepared to do a video chat with you. You're going to have to give me at least 20 minutes. And he said, that's fine. So I said, give me at least 20 minutes. I will message you. Tony, you left me? Come back. I'm not going to finish this story until you come back.
No, I didn't leave for time right now.
I told him, I will message you when I'm ready. So if he's giving me 20 minutes, I don't have time to shower and do everything. So I literally took the dress I wore yesterday after the gym. I wore this after the gym and threw it back on. I haven't showered or anything yet. I'm going to shower after I'm done with court, because I went to the stream. So I'm glad he woke me up.
You did not have to say all that shit on this line.
I don't care. You know I'm
You
real.
do not have to say all that on this line.
Tony, you know I keep it real. You know I keep it real. I don't care. People they're gonna love me for me or they're not. It's really that simple. You either love me for me or you don't.
I'm one of those people where I'm not gonna explain myself. I'm one of those people where I'm not really finna explain myself. I might say I'm sorry, give a little explanation, or an excuse or whatever.
Basically bitching about it because
that's too much.
These people seem to think that I'm on call for them. Like, I get it, like, because he called my cam listing. My cam listing is $259 a minute, okay? So I understand when they call these listings, they want you to hurry up because they're spending their money. But this is why I make it very clear that if we're going to have a cam session through that service, you have to give me advance notice. I'm not trying to rush for you. We have to plan it so that I'm prepared and I can get ready and take my time to make myself beautiful for you. I gotta do my hair, I gotta lather my lotion, I gotta brush my teeth, like this shit I gotta do. You can't just expect me to be ready just because you wanna call this listing at whatever time you wanna call it. And I make it very clear on my listing. If you would like to have a cam session with me, you have to give me advance notice. The listing clearly states it. They feel like, if I'm gonna pay $259 a minute, you better be ready when I'm calling. No, that's bullshit. You don't dictate my time. That's not how this goes. You want to have a cam session with me? You have to plan it accordingly with me, and I have to book you on my schedule to make sure you fit into my schedule. So he didn't get that. So then I go, jump out of bed, I get ready, and then he calls the listing or whatever, and we're doing like Skype, right? Now these guys try to get over because my Skype is on my account for sale for $50. You gotta buy my Skype. But whatever, he called the listing. I gave him the Skype anyway, even though he should pay for the Skype name. And he didn't want to come on the camera. I'm like, why aren't you coming on the camera? And he's like, oh, I'll do it next time. I said, nope, that's one of my rules. If you want a video chat with me, you have to show yourself. And he didn't like that, so he hung up, and that's perfectly fine. I don't need you watching me if you're not reciprocating it. Like, if we're having a video chat, you have to be willing to show yourself. Otherwise, then keep the money. Keep the money. Keep your little $250 per minute, because most likely if you're paying for the $250 per minute, you're gonna try to like be over with in 5 to 10 minutes anyway. So I don't like to do sessions like that, right? What I usually do with these clients on this platform is I'll say, hey, listen, you can just do like a set trivial amount where it's like not rushed. We can just be natural and relax with each other. So do you want to like hit me up on my Cash App for like $40-$50, and we could chat for like 30 minutes to an hour? I like to do it that way, where they're not trying to like rush through anything, because to me that's not genuine. I actually like to build relationships with these people. It doesn't have to be like a boyfriend-girlfriend kind of thing, but if you're going to be a regular coming to see me, then I actually want to get to know you. You know, I want every interaction we have with each other to be genuine.
Right.
So that didn't work out this morning, and it's perfectly fine, because that's not the kind of service that I offer. It just doesn't work. You're not going to sit here and be like, well, let's make something clear though. They're not paying me that money. They're paying the service that money, and the service gives me a cut. I do the work, the service takes the money and takes 60%, and I get 40%, and I'm the one doing the work. I pay for my internet, I'm the one doing the physical labor, and I only get 40% of that money. So they're paying the platform. It's different if you come on and you say, hey, like, I'll distribute to you directly for a one-on-one chat with you. Then, you know, we could compromise there, but I'm not going to sit down and have somebody just looking at me and he doesn't want to carry me back. I'm going to tell you this girl is infatuated by you.
Say, test.
She's infatuated by you.
Yeah.
She's like 100% infatuated. Okay, so this thing is blocking my face. On my iPad, it's not blocking my face. On my stream, it's blocking my face. Oh, it's so annoying trying to figure this out. Oh, God. I clearly see on the iPad, it's not blocking my face. But over here it is. And I don't know how to edit it if it's already streaming. And it seems to be very delayed. So, the girl clearly, like, cares about you. Like, she is into you very much. And so I'm going to tell you how it works with women, right? Obviously, she knows that you and I have a very personal relationship. And she might see me as a threat. So she's protecting herself in this situation. I don't know if I can. So she obviously really, she is, and how old is she?
She's a year older. Well, like 26.
Okay, so that kind of explains it too. She's a lot younger as well. She's a lot younger. This is the kind of stuff people do at this age. It's just, even older women can go crazy when it comes to wanting to be with someone. So I can't even say it's only someone her age, but she's very, very much into you. And it's clear as day that she has fallen for you hard, boy. She really has. Hold on a second. The smoke is coming this way instead of going that way, and I'm inhaling it from the incense. Oh, look at it. She's into you hard. Like, really into you.
Well, I told her earlier because she sent me a text. I haven't texted her in maybe like 2 weeks. I'm playing with her, like, it's just fucking weird, bro. Like, I really can't explain it. I really cannot explain it. Like, I told her earlier, I said, because she texted me. She was like, I don't want any misunderstandings, blah, 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 blah. Like, I don't even like talking about shit like this. Like,
She came onto the stream and she says, I met you with Tony. So I'm like, there's only one person that I met with Tony. Like, I'm like, wait, what? You met me with Tony? Like, are you
chill.
Yeah, I didn't entertain her. I didn't, because I understand, when emotions are involved or whatever, she needs some solace and some peace of mind. Because that girl fought for you hard. She did.
That's one of the reasons why. That's one of the reasons why I was just like, nah. And we just met each other. That don't make no damn sense. Like, we don't really know each other. Like, that's just...
Emotions don't make sense, though. Emotions make
You said what?
zero sense.
You said
don't
what?
make sense.
It
Emotions
keeps
make
cutting
zero sense.
out. You said emotions don't make sense.
Absolutely not. They make zero sense.
You said they don't make sense.
Yeah, emotions don't make sense. When it comes to emotions like falling for a person, there's no such thing as making sense when it comes to emotions. The girl fell for you soon and hard, and there's no explanation for that. Like, there's no like sitting down and saying, finding logic to that, because every person is different. Every person's heart is different. Where one person might fall hard for you, right? That same person may not fall that way for somebody else. So for whatever reason, not for whatever reason, you are an amazing guy. I know that. I know how amazing you are. This is why I've allowed you to get to know me more personally. This is why I actually met you in person. I know that you're amazing. I can feel your aura. Everyone has a flaw or some flaws. No one's perfect, right? So I know you're not perfect. I know there's probably a side to you yet that I haven't seen. We haven't spent enough time together for me to know, like, how you handle anxiety, how do you handle anger, how do you handle fear. There's still things for me to know about you. So I know that there's got to be things there that I haven't seen yet. But, I don't know how much time she spent with you, but she's really into you. So
She
yeah.
always spent downtown.
What happened?
Like, I said she haven't spent that much time. Like,
she hasn't spent that much time with you? That's what
no,
you're saying?
I've only known her for like 2 weeks to 3 weeks at first, and then I'll say altogether a month.
How long did you know before you introduced her to me?
But that's all. I don't know. All I know is it's too soon to be liking somebody that damn much. I'm not
But
finna
that's
be
what I'm
getting
trying to explain to you. There's no such thing as too
explain
soon. It might be in your mind. You might like, oh, somebody shouldn't fall for me this soon. That might be the way that you see it. But there's no real such thing as it being too soon, because emotions are subjective. Like 96%. Wow, this thing charges good. Now let's get some battery over here. I gotta make sure that this thing doesn't die on me while I'm streaming with you guys.
Yeah, that's true, but the two people gotta be in the same mind frame for that to apply.
I agree with you. I know that on your end, it's probably overwhelming. But honestly, what I think you should do is I think you should sit down with this girl and explain to her. It's
not over. It's just, I don't like the feeling. It's hard to explain. Like, falling for somebody is not a bad thing.
It's not. But I think you should give the girl the courtesy to explain this. Oh my gosh, hold on a second. Let me reset the box. I'm gonna reset the box now. Okay, box is reset. I don't understand why it does that. it shouldn't just like, I already hit the box. Like it should not do that stupid. So probably 11:30 because I'm gonna give this thing time to charge. I'm giving them both time to charge. Otherwise, I would have streamed from my streaming platform because I'm gonna sit here and work anyway. I'm gonna go into the backyard to give the dogs some water, and then I'll probably just bring them in the house. Honestly. Good morning, Travel Bay. Good morning. Thank you for joining my stream. But I think, Tony, I think in the situation with this girl, you need to speak to her, because the girl's emotions are involved, and men tend to like just cut people off. People do that in general. Can you see me, Tony? I think I like angled the phone now when I put the charger in there. Men, well, women do it too. I think people tend to just cut people off when you're done with them, right? And when in my younger age, I was guilty of having done that too, where I would just say I'm done with a person and I would just cut them off and not really keep in under consideration their emotions whatsoever. I've done that in the past. I have. I know that I have. But I was much younger then. I'm older now. I don't handle things in that manner. If I will tell a person about themselves. All right, I'll give you an example. Right. There's something that I've been wanting to share with you. I'm not going to share it on the stream. But there is something that I am going to share with you when you and I actually have a one-on-one with each other again. An experience that transpired. But I'm going to give some detail about it, just not all. You know, like, I'm willing to meet people off the stream. Like, I am willing to do that. If they can build my trust, right? So I've met people. Remember, I met Fiance, and then I met another streamer on here. He talked a really good game. This guy talked a really good game. Like, I really thought he really had these connects and that we were going to get together and make money together as streamers. I really believed in him. But really, he was full of shit. He had me spending my money making investments, and he put nothing in. So that dude, the other day, hit me up, and I just kept it real with him. I told him that I don't have time for the games that he plays. That, you know, number one, he doesn't have respect for me. Because this guy, when he's calling me, he's cursing me out on the phone. So the last time he and I had a discussion, I was like, don't talk to me like that. What don't you understand? Like, how many times I have to tell you don't get to speak to me that way? And this is probably about the 5th time I said it, and really, it should cut off at the second opportunity, right? Because I believe in forgiveness. He did it again. So he hits me up, and he's like, why haven't you been contacting me? Why are you not answering my text? Why are you not answering my call?
It's 11 o'clock.
And I told him about himself. So what? I got a call coming in. I had to tell him about himself. People don't want to hear about themselves. But what I'm saying is, right, is that it's not like I just cut him off. I explained to him why I'm not dealing with him. I gave him an explanation. Now, the last time I spoke to him before this time, which was like 2 days ago, where he hit me up, I explained to him why I'm not fucking with him. And it didn't register in his brain. But what I'm saying is I gave him the opportunity so that he can have the choice to make that self-reflection and get his shit together. If you don't want to deal with this girl for whatever reason, you don't want to deal with her, you should let her know. Because this is a person's emotions involved. And I do understand what you're saying. On your end, you're saying it is too soon for her to be crazy about me like this. Right? But that's also subjective. What if I express my emotions towards you in the way that she's doing it? Would you accept it?
That would be different.
No. You would accept it, right?
Well,
Yes or no? Would you accept it?
yes, I would accept it.
Okay. So the point I'm making by asking you that question is that it's all subjective. You're saying it's too soon, but it's not that it's too soon. It's just not the right person. Because if it was me doing it, it wouldn't be too soon.
But we built a relationship, a foundation.
I understand
So
that. But in her mind, there's enough of a foundation because it's all subjective to each individual person. So to be fair to this girl, you should just explain this to her. Like the same way you're telling me, you should explain it to her because she does have a right to understand and know why. I mean, you don't have to, But I know that you're a good person. So I'm pleading with you because I know you're a good person, and I'm pleading with you to do what I feel is the right thing in this situation so that the girl can have peace of mind. Now, she's either going to register it or she's not. Like the other dude, the other streamer guy, like, I'm very upset with him. Like, he did something to me that really violated my trust. He really did. And I'm not going to put it out there entirely. But he did some shit that if I told you, Tony, you would probably want to fuck him up. He really did.
You said what?
The other streamer guy. He did some fucked up shit. He really did. He really did.
One True Villain MS said, Dom Josephina 5 hi.
Hi, One True Villain. How are you, my darling? Yeah, he did some grimy shit to me. He really did. He did some really grimy shit to me, Tony. And I should have cut him off immediately, but I gave him an opportunity to make it right, and he didn't make it right. He didn't. So, you know, I just don't have time for people like that. I just don't.
One True Villain MS said, is that the new green screen?
That is my makeshift green screen that I am going to eventually take down because Tony suggested that I tape it together. And I didn't have tape, so I just went to the dollar store and I bought like dollar store tape. So I'm actually going to do that. I was going to do this kind of stuff today, but I have court at 1 o'clock. So I'm not going to get it done today, but eventually I am. And then it's going to get re-tacked up. So yes, that is the point of that. That is the green screen. One True Villain. But yeah, so this person who I'm not going to mention, I'm not going to mention his name. He may very well be watching me stream now, right? I realize how much full of shit he is. He's really full of shit. When I went down with Tanya to Florida to meet up with him, we were supposed to be working streaming, okay? He didn't want to work. This motherfucker kept drinking beer, okay? On my dollar, by the way. On my dollar. He kept asking me to buy him beer. He must have drank like, I don't know, I have to go pull up my credit card receipts. He must have drank like, 10 to 12 cases of beer that cost about $15 each. So finally, I'm like, yo, bro, I'm cutting you off. He was really upset with me for cutting him off. A real man doesn't do that shit. Like, this guy talks such a good game. I really thought that he had shit together and that he was going to invest in this project with me. He didn't invest in the project with me. He didn't spend a fucking penny out of his money. And the whole time he was there, he was hustling other female streamers. Top streamers that are making top dollar. Like streamers who are pulling in about $3 grand a day. Hustling them for their money. And these poor bitches was sending him $500. This whole time they're sending him money. He didn't chip in for the hotel. He didn't buy his own food. He didn't...
I said, so what was you gonna let him get his shit together for?
I'm not understanding what
you said that earlier, so that's why I was trying to get you to slow down earlier so I could ask the question.
He met up with us. He didn't meet up with us. When I went down with Tanya to meet Fiance, remember when I went to go pick up Fiance? I told you guys that whole situation that happened with Fiance, who's now ex-fiance, right? Ex-fiance turned out to be a kid. He turned out to be a kid. He was 18, but that's still a kid. Okay? Ex-fiance's family would not allow him to come with me and Tanya to stream for that weekend. Or for the weekend and weekdays that we were there. So, originally, we were supposed to be meeting with him down in Orlando to stream out in Orlando. We were supposed to be in a hotel streaming there. But he flaked. So I was like, fuck it, if you flaking, I'll just go meet up with Fiance. So we went down to meet Dustin. Oh gosh. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Hold that thought, guys. I'll be right back. call did not last very long. Let me tell you how this works sometimes when these people call. They've never messaged me, they've never emailed me, they just call the listing because they want like these are usually the callers who like are just trying to get off. They're not trying to talk anything. Most of the people who call me, they really just need a friend to talk to, right? So they're not here to just like jack off, or they might one or two times a week or something when they call me. But they're here to talk about their day. Like this guy just kind of wanted to go straight to like whatever he wanted to do. And so he hung up the phone. I was like, what's your name? Where you from? How tall are you? Like that kind of thing. He hung up. Those are the people who have no money to spend. They probably only got $10 and they're just trying to fucking like jack off their cops and that's it. They got no money to spend. So they want to call these listings thinking that they're going to find somebody who is going to go straight into whatever fantasy they have, and that's not realistic because we don't know each other. How am I supposed to know what the fuck you want me to say to you if I don't know you?
Right.
So if you don't got money to spend, bro, don't call one of these listings. Don't call one of these listings. Don't do it. You're wasting my time and you're wasting your time.
Yeah. So go ahead. Finish what you were saying.
Yeah, so when fiance ended up flaking, fiance didn't flake, you know. Fiance just couldn't do it. His family wouldn't let him come. We went to go pick up the other male streamer whose name I'm not going to mention. My ass drove down to Orlando to go get him. He didn't ship in for gas. He didn't ship in for food. He didn't ship in for the hotel. Look at all the shit that he didn't do as a man. And he's looking at me like, why the fuck am I not contacting him? It's like, bro, what kind of pedestal are you putting yourself on? I didn't get a fucking thank you for taking his ass back home. I drove him right back home. No thank you, no nothing. He did something grimy to me. He didn't make up for the grimy shit that he did. The whole situation was just grimy altogether. Because we get there and the motherfucker did not want to work. I'm like, yo, we came here for streaming. We need to be out in the fucking public filling out this script for YouTube. Oh, Essence, you don't understand. I just work all day. This is a vacation for me. I'm like, but this is not a vacation for me. I came out here to work. I'm paying for this hotel. I'm paying for the food here. I'm paying for the transportation. I'm here to work. I'm here to produce content for YouTube. No work got done. No work got done.
I'm going to tell you this right here. You need to try to, if you can or if you do know anybody, try to be around people that has a little bit more than you do. And eventually when you have what they have, find somebody that has more than what they have. Like it's more on this. I'm trying to think of it like this. It's like if you surround yourself around nothing but like actual men, like men that actually think and act like men, and you put yourself in a room with millionaires and you spend damn near every day around millionaires, eventually you'll become a millionaire.
Yeah.
You need to figure out how the fuck you can get to somebody that's higher up than you. Cause
I already have that. I already have connections like that.
It's like, I understand this whole growing shit, but you're not going to grow being on the same level of people that's trying to get there too, because they don't really know how to. They're trying to wing this shit. Or you're going to run across people like that that's just going to use you, or, you know, like, it's hard trying to do what you're trying to do, and you're trying to find people to look at your vision the way you do. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen.
This dude said,
I'm reminding you.
Hold on.
Check my reminders on my phone's iPad and MacBook. I'm reminding you. Check my reminders on my phone's iPad and MacBook.
I give myself all these reminders because I forget to do stuff. This dude tells me that he has 100 grand in the stock market from him investing in stocks. And he says he refuses to touch that money. He's waiting for it to turn to $1 million. And he's not understanding how I'm looking at him like he's a fucking piece of shit. Like, how the fuck you expect me to look at you like you're a fucking man, bro? You literally took this trip with me, didn't fucking ship in for it, said you were gonna ship in 300, didn't fucking come up with the 300, didn't do what you said you wouldn't do for me. And then let me tell you what else this motherfucker just pulled, Tony. Let me tell you this. Me and Tanya were gonna go down to Miami for his friend's birthday party, right? We were gonna go down there.
For his friend's birthday party?
Mm-hmm. His friend's doing a
You
birthday
like
party.
something?
Hold on. It gets good.
You said
It's
what?
really juicy. It gets really
said
juicy.
what? You say he's really cute?
So I was like, yeah, we down to come to Miami. I'll come through with the girls.
You didn't answer my question.
What's the question?
Did you think he's really cute?
Oh, I don't know what his friend looks like. He himself is.
No.
Oh, the guy?
No, I'm saying, why are you doing all this? Do you like the guy or something?
No. I'm trying to explain to you why I dislike the guy. I'm trying to explain to you why I dislike him.
Just because you say y'all was about to go to his friend's birthday party, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, because I wanted
Wow.
to stream.
You said what?
So that I can stream. Like, the point, the reason why I bought all this portable gear is so that I can stream everywhere I go. That's why I
Right.
invested in the iPhone, so I can portably stream on Scout. That's why I bought
Okay.
this tripod.
How long is this guy's birthday party? His friend's birthday?
It's in July.
Oh, y'all was gonna go back down there.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to explain to you. I haven't
Right.
told him that we'll do it. He hits me up. Not this time, but the time prior, when I had to tell him about himself. And he's like, are you gonna come down for the celebration? I was like, yeah, we'll come down. He's like, no, I really need to know for sure. Are you coming down? I was like, I said I'm gonna do it. Then I start realizing, wait, something's up, right? His behavior, like, I caught on to his shit when we hung out the first time that he stiffed me on the $300 for the hotel. He's like, what can I do to ensure you get down here? I was like, what you mean, bro? Like, if I give you my word, it's because I'm gonna do it. He's like, well, if I pay. So he doesn't understand.
Like if he played his cards right, you was gonna be his girlfriend too, or call him Poppy.
I don't think so, Tony. You don't think I can see through bullshit?
I'm just messing with you, Jesus.
Oh.
Lord have mercy. Okay, look, okay. You know what? Fine. I'm gonna go ahead and just admit it. A little bit of jealousy was in that joke, so I'm not gonna lie.
I know you're a little bit jealous. Stop your nonsense. I already know.
Okay, I just admitted it. Jesus. Damn. Lord have mercy.
No, I saw through his bullshit the moment I picked him up, and I was like, ah, great. So the charm that he puts on online, he's very convincing. But when you meet him in person, you see through his shit right away. He is a fucking gamer. Not gamer as in PlayStation gamer. Gamer as he fucking fucks with women's minds. Now listen here. Y'all know I tell you a bunch of stories all the time about me and my Haitian. Right? My Haitian was a fucking piece of shit. And I just found out that my Haitian molested my daughter, by the way. That's a whole other fucking discussion. And my daughter says she believes he molested my son. I just found that out. That's a whole other discussion for another stream.
Yeah, let's not talk about that on here.
But the Haitian is the one that taught me how to call bullshit on a man's bullshit. If not for the experience with that fucking Haitian, I would not have been able to see this guy's bullshit. I saw through it right away. Right away. So anyway, I got into the story for a point, and I always venture off into these detailed stories. The point I'm saying is that I had a reason for not wanting to fuck with him. And I let him know. I told him why I feel the way that I feel. Whether or not he chose to accept it is on him. He chose to be in denial. He's in absolute fucking denial about the situation. But that doesn't mean everybody will be in denial. What I'm saying is, in relation to you and this woman, right? It is in your best interest and our best interest that you just keep it real with her and explain how you're feeling.
Yeah. That's what I already told her. Well, really, I just need to just go ahead and just tell her straight out. But
No, you
I
have
told
to.
her already, like, earlier. I was just basically like,
Be honest with
basically,
this girl so that
keep.
you can avoid later conflict and drama. So
Yeah.
people will do crazy shit when they're fucking falling for somebody. They'll do crazy shit. Let me tell you what happened on the stream yesterday. You weren't on the stream yesterday.
That's not the scary part. It's just, I don't know. It's not that she's weird or creepy or anything. It's just, I don't know, man. Besides that clingy, that kind of clingy shit.
Tony,
Too
let me tell you
fast.
something. I am clingy.
I don't.
I'm fucking
Well,
clingy. I'm
no,
fucking...
no.
You don't see that side of me because we don't live together. But if you and I live together, I would be like fucking clingy. Like I would be like, let's go to the gym. Let's do this. Let's do that together. All the time. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting better with that. Because now I have girlfriends. Like I made friends in town and shit. So I just go with my girlfriends everywhere. But when I'm in a committed relationship, I want to spend all of my time with my partner. And I want to do everything with them. If I have a business venture, I want them to be on that business venture with me. If I feel like going to the gym, I'm like, let's go to the gym together. If I want to go get a snack, let's go get that snack together. If I'm in the kitchen cooking, come sit with me while I'm cooking. If I'm cleaning the house, can you sit here while I'm cleaning the house? Like that's how I am. I'm very clean. Again, that's something that's subjective. Maybe you don't like clingy women at all. Or maybe it depends on who the woman is.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah. In this case, you don't like her being clingy. And you have to explain that to her, be fair to her, because the girl
You know what? You know what I also think is. I think it's also because of what she believes in, and it kind of freaked me out.
More like her religion?
Because a few times she was like, I can't wait to have as many kids as God blessed me with, and I can't wait to have more stretch marks and shit like that.
But I'm giving him the opportunity to understand what it is that he's done wrong and what it is he's doing wrong. I don't think this girl necessarily did something wrong. It's just that...
Yeah, she didn't do it.
Yeah, you two just don't... You're not compatible with her. That's it. You're not compatible with the way she thinks. And she is who she is. So you need to give her the opportunity to fall in love with another person who can accept her for all that she is. That's the right thing to do.
Right.
This thing is not broadcasting my stream properly.
True.
Give her the opportunity because that's everyone should have the right to be able to move on.
Right.
I don't think she's a bad person. You're not saying she's bad or anything.
No.
So just give her that opportunity. Give her the opportunity to be able to move on. I don't know how long it's gonna take.
What? I think it's just for me. I don't think I'll be able to satisfy every need that she wants.
I mean,
Because
but also to be honest,
I'm
like,
reminding you.
hold on.
Check my to-do list.
I'm not talking about sexually. I'm talking about like.
I'm reminding you. Check my to-do list.
What is this thing? How do you do like that? Why is this? This phone says it's in safe mode. My goodness. How do I unsafe mode it? Let me restart this thing. Restart. Now I forgot my train of thought. I got distracted. I forgot what I was about
Well,
to
I'm
say
not
about her.
talking sexually. I'm talking about just like being there, like the way she was talking about being there, like.
Oh yes, what I'm saying
Basically,
is that maybe if you
like
have
my
a discussion with her, she might be able to compromise on things. But she wouldn't know what she has to compromise on if you don't give her the opportunity to know. You gotta let her know what it is that you're feeling so that she can decide, can I compromise on this? Can I change my way of thinking or my ideals on this? You know, maybe she's willing to. I mean, I get it. Like, if somebody came to me, Tony, and they were like, yo, I want to have like 10 babies with you, I would be running. I would fucking run. I would run. To be honest with you, in most of my relationships in the past, like, if anyone mentioned baby, I didn't want to fuck with them. I didn't want to fuck with them. Now, the ones that I ended up having children with, I stood with them anyway. Even though I explained to them I don't want to have the kid. Like, they're like, I want a child, and I'm like, I don't want to have a child with you. And they agreed, okay, I'll accept that. I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson. That's why, like, after having my first 2 children, if somebody said they wanted a baby, I was out.
Well, I don't think it's the baby part. It's that I like to me, it don't have anything to really do with anything financial or anything. It's just mainly the simple fact of like, I'm stuck on, do I really want to bring a kid in this world just so that way they can chase shit that don't matter and be in this system and worry about death and the day when it comes and people doing this and that. Like, it's a battle that I face. Like, so it's just kind of weird. Like, I don't even know if I ever want kids.
Yeah, that's kind of the way it was for me before I had children. I didn't like the idea of bringing something into the world that you know was gonna pass away. That's why also, you know, the way society is. I was just like, I don't want to bring a child into this. Now that I'm older, though, it's different. Like, if I had a baby now, I'm saying if you speak to this girl, she may be able to adjust her way of being. But it's better to be safe than sorry. I made exceptions for my daughter's father, my son's father, and the Haitian. And what I learned is that if you make an exception for people who have that kind of mindset, they will have a set mindset,
This
and
is
then
a
I will change their
reminder.
mindset. Hold on a second.
Send email to Farmers Natural Foods about selling my products. This is a reminder.
I have to do this because then I'll
Send
forget.
email to Farmers Natural Foods about selling my products.
It's done now. What I'm saying is, from my experience, I learned that if you have these discussions with people and you explain yourself, they might sit down and say, yeah, I totally agree, and it's a lie. That's what happened with my daughter's father. That's what happened with my son's father. With the Haitian, I finally said, fuck this. I'm taking care of this so I can't get pregnant. Now, I'm allergic to birth control. I can't take birth control. I can't take hormonal birth control. And I was like, I need to find a way where this guy is not going to get me pregnant. And I took care of that. I took care of it. I was like, fuck out of here. I'm not going to have another guy get me knocked up again without me wanting to be, you know. So what I'm saying is, in this situation, you should give her the opportunity, but you are playing it safe, because if it is so that this girl wants tons of children, at some point in time, she won't end up with that seed in her. I would like to think that people would respect that wish. If they understand you don't want to bring a child into the world, I would like to think that they would respect it. But I've learned from my personal experience that they don't. You either on the same page with that or you're not. There's no in between with that.
Right.
There is no in between. You either are or you aren't on the same page with that. It's really no in between with it. Mm-mm. So you're right. You're right. You know what? If you feeling like this is not for you, then it's not. You trust your instincts. You're right to trust your instincts. Guys, give me a moment. I'm gonna use the restroom. I'll be right back, Tony. I have to use the restroom. Let me get my
Right,
chocolate.
well, I'm about to wash my hair and take a shower and whatnot. So
You're leaving me?
yeah, I'm gonna text you.
Well, I'm about to get ready for court anyway. In 30 minutes, I'm getting ready for court. So, that's fine. I got it ready.
Right.
All right, my
Okay,
love.
well, just call you or text you later, okay?
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Bye, beautiful.
Love you too. All right, bye-bye. stream doesn't seem to be working. Alright. I don't know what's going on with this thing. It doesn't seem to be streaming properly today. And we ran out of time. It's 11:43. I already gotta start preparing for court. Alright, my darlings. I don't want to end stream this early. I really don't, but I'm going to because I have to now prepare for court. I'll be back after. Okay? Thank you, my darlings, for coming to see me. Alright, bye.